Welcome back to another Diablo Immortal video. Now, Blizzard just put out another blog post, which we're going to be looking through here today with all of you. It's about server merges. This has happened, is happening, and we're going to be diving into all the details of it. So stick around. The link to this will be in the description of the video if you want to take a deeper look, read through it yourself, whatever it is you want to do. But I love this monk image. It's totally going to be thumbnail worthy, by the way. We're going to kind of skip through this right here because that's just their intro. We have server merge. We have fire before darkness limited time event, unspeakable deaths, cosmetic sec, bug fixes, and feature updates. Really, this most important thing here is about the merge. Now, if any of you want to join me, play in my clan, I'm on Iceburn tier. Our server was merged with 3 others, but you still can join me in Iceburn tier, and I'm currently rolling with the Scrappy Echoes. This is my clan. I'm not going anywhere. If you guys want to join me, come on through, join the Scrappy Echoes. You just got to be like pretty active every single day. We're looking for players that are legit, not casual players. Although casual players should come to the server anyway, because why not? It's a great server to be in. All right, so let's take a look at this here. Following Diablo Immortal's scheduled maintenance on November 9th, that's tomorrow at 3 a.m. server time, we'll be merging the populations of select servers. The change is being made so players will be able to have an easier time finding other players to party up with. Essentially what they're saying is that servers got quiet, right? People started playing in servers, especially our server was one of the first ones. It was one of the first ones that ever dropped. So people that maybe expected the game to be awesome and didn't feel that it was after playing it, they left the game, leaving servers unpopulated, right? So yeah, we had to merge them together, which is cool. I'm happy that they did it. I'm going to see if I can find mine right here. Here we are. So we are going to be merged with the Malice, the World Stone, and Sandro the Mouth. I believe the World Stone is where 9ball, you guys have probably seen him on my channel a bunch. I believe he's in that server. It would be really awesome to be able to play with him. Because remember, if you're playing Diablo Immortal, you can only play with people that are in your server. So it's nice that this merge is happening. I'm getting that opportunity to play with some friends. This is a big change for everyone. And when you understand that you may have questions regarding this. So let's take a look at some of these Q&As before the queues actually happened. Once the server merge is complete, you'll continue to log into the same server, but will notice you now share a population with other servers in your grouping. No characters have been deleted. Very good. Like that. If your merged server contains duplicate character names, warband names, or clan names, a number will automatically be added to the end of each identical name, and a free name change will be provided. Man, that would really suck if I had to change my name from Echo Gaming to something else because someone else has it. Because, like, it's me, man. If you merge your server's character names, yeah, we already did that. Battle Pass progress will be shared across the merged servers, so no changes there. That just stays the same. Your character will retain all items, equipment, resources, gems, etc. Your character will retain all your friends list. You will remain in the same clan, the same warband. Battleground score and ranks will be retained. All Deeds of Valor badges will be retained. All for server first achievements for Challenge Rift will be retained. All leaderboards will be re-ranked following server merge. Well, that makes sense, right? We shouldn't lose any gear, anything that we've grinded. We should have all of that. But when you're talking about leaderboards, you have to combine 4 different leaderboards into one. So that makes sense that that's going to be there. Plus, really, I do not care about leaderboards. I just want my rewards, but some people do. So there's that. All the grand market transactions will be retained on the merged server. The recommended price of all items in the market will become the average of merged servers. Actually, that reminds me, I have to go on in and collect all my stuff from there, all my platinum from my sales. I actually put out a video earlier on today about how I take charms, turn them into stones, and then sell them and make out on some platinum if you want some free platinum. I think it works out good. The immortal with the highest dominance among the merged servers will become the new immortal. All other immortals will be reverted to adventurers and receive compensation befitting the previous station. So that's going to be clunky, I think. I mean, it's not going to be clunky, but you're going to be going from being an immortal to being an adventurer. That's going to stink if you have been maintaining an immortal status for weeks and it gets lost because of this merge, but I'm not an immortal right now. It doesn't affect me directly, but I'm sure it affects a lot of other people. Previous immortal reigns will be retained on the Wall of Honor. I like that, so the credit's still there. Shadows and adventurers will retain their progress in the merged server. Shadow War and Rite of Exile will be paused until XXX server time to give players time to adjust. So far, it really all does make sense. These server merges are going to be something that have to happen and will probably have to happen again, because in a year, there's going to be less people playing on this server, unless if people continue joining this server, which may not be the most beneficial for them if they're brand new. They have a lot of catching up to do, but catch-up mechanic inside of the game is legit. We'll have to see how that all plays out. But we do have some new events as well. For Fire Before Darkness limited time event. Just looking at this, we see we have a legendary crest. We have some nice rewards that we can grab along the way. This is the one that you really want. The pearl, yeah, okay. 1 pearl is fine. But we like the rewards. There are few in Sanctuary capable enough to stand against the darkness and wager for their life for the defenseless. All right, here's the story. So now the details. From November 9th at 3 a.m. to November 23rd at 3 a.m. server time, as you complete daily Fire Before Darkness tasks, you'll receive rewards, heroics, racking up. Okay, so essentially, these are all the same. These events, they kind of reskin it. They give it a different look. They give it a different name. But really, you get rewards for doing tasks, guys. That's it. It's not a special thing that happens inside of the game. You're not doing anything different inside of the game. It's just different rewards, different name. Which for me is cool. Is it exciting? Not really. But is it cool? Yes, because you're getting rewards for doing things that you do already, that you do anyway. I've said this before in previous update videos. Now, we do have another set, the Unspeakable Depths cosmetic set. I'm looking at it right now. It looks okay. It looks like bird-like. Looks bird-like right here. Cosmetics are all just kind of, it's up to you if you like them or not. Just how you feel, right? For me, this one's okay. I like the ones with those bright colors rather than these. This one's going to cost 1,000 Eternal Orbs. Remember, if you buy a cosmetic for a character, it stays only with that character. So if you class change, you don't take those cosmetics with you. Awful flaw inside of the game. I would think that with all of the server changes and all that, that this would be something that could be fixed. I personally can't stand it. I know that a lot of other creators, it doesn't bother, but for me, it does. It really does bother me. It's just annoying. There's another whole page of bug fixes. Now we have some feature updates. We have time changes. That just talks about how time changes are going to happen because we're merging servers together. That could be on different areas. Because of the player feedback and data collected on play patterns, we decided to change the times that the Shadow Assembly and Warthborn invasion take place. This is to give a larger population of players the opportunity to play these activities. So I like this better. It's later at night. If you think about me, right? I'm a dad. I work from home. 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night, that's like when I'm putting my kids to bed. That's like literally the worst time of the day. I would be better off being able to participate in these events while I'm at work than when I'm trying to lay down my kid in their bed, read them stories and all that. It just doesn't work for parents. And I feel like the population playing this game, a lot of them are in a similar boat to me. We're parents. We're of the age where you have kids. And if you want to be a responsible one, you're going to putting your kids to bed, spending time with family, dinner and all that above Diablo Immortal. And if you don't, well, that's not me to judge. Maybe you should though. I don't know. It's up to you. Well, you got set items. We have been listening to a bunch of feedback regarding players having a hard time finding specific set items. Yeah, man, I still have yet to complete a set. It's our belief that adding the ability to craft specific set items will provide a path for players. This is great. If we just crafting the gear you want, very good. Now, there's been a lot in the news and a lot of controversy around legendary gems. There are now 2 types of gem fragments, bound and unbound. Neither of these gem fragments can be sold in the grand market, but unbound gem fragments allow a legendary gem to be upgraded without making it bound. I like this. Upgraded legendary gems can now be sold in the grand market. To be eligible, the legendary gem must have never been equipped to your character, must have been previously upgraded using unbound gems or unbound gem fragments. It's essentially saying that a gem that's sellable in the market, when you upgrade them with gems that aren't sellable in the market, that gem is then not available to be sold in the market because you merged it with gems that was able to be sold versus ones that weren't. Yeah, it sounds confusing if you don't know how the mechanic works. It's really not though. If you buy just straight up crests from the market, you could sell those. If you buy a pack or your battle pass and you get legendary crests, you can't sell those gems. It stinks, in my opinion. They've made $300 million in the game. Let me just sell whatever I want inside the game. But hey, it's a little bit more of a difficult mechanic than that. It's not the end of the world by any means, just a small thing, but it is what it is. Now they're making it easier for you to be able to sell things, but you got to follow the rules. You can't make any mistakes. The castle, a blacksmith and identifier have been added to the castle courtyard. Yes, I love that. The more blacksmiths and identifiers we can have around, the better. And lastly, Keon's Ordeal. We've received feedback that managing other players in Keon's Ordeal is quite a challenge. To alleviate organizational duties from the Immortal leader, we've added a few quality of life updates. And this is so true, because when we were Immortals for 7 weeks. Nemo at that time, Scrappy Academy, he was the Immortal. And my goodness, it sucks the fun out of the game if all you're doing is managing, if you're dealing with politics, at least for me. Now, there are probably people out there that love managing stuff, and that's something that they enjoy, and maybe that's why they want to be Immortal. And that's great, because there's definitely those kinds of people. Just, it's not that way for me, and I think it would really suck the fun and really burn out a lot of players. A new management UI that displays the Paragon level, combat rating, and contribution score of each of your players will be with the ability to sort each listing. So you can see who are your top players and who are not, or at least most active. The ability to set combat rating and contribution score requirements for raid entry. A waitlist feature to help manage incoming applicants. And improved difficulty selection UI with clear descriptions of each tier. Diablo Immortal is continuing to improve the game, to make changes that are really making it better for players. And as we go week after week, or I should say update after update, it's getting better and better for free-to-play players. Slowly but surely, it's going in the right direction. We are not going in the wrong direction. Right direction every single time. I'm going to be bringing you guys updates whenever this stuff happens. If you want to know what's up with Diablo Immortal, make sure you subscribe to the channel and ring the bell. I'll see you later.